So I'm here today with Dr. Silva Kung, who has a new book out just today called Silver Linings, appropriately enough. I have to ask the first and most important question.
Thank you.
Is Silva your given name?
Yes, it's given by myself.
Uh-huh.
It's still given name. So my real Chinese name is Chi Kang
Uh-huh.
Kong. Silver is it's a reflection of my personality.
Uh-huh.
So I always tell people that I don't have to be a gold to shine.
Uh-huh.
So silver is always good enough. It's from my school time. So I realized I took all the efforts to get 90 and to get a silver. It's just good enough. But if I want to go to 100 or 95 on the score, I have to double my efforts. And I don't want to waste the efforts. I could do something else with the time to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my philosophy. So I just put on a name for myself.
Well, in the book, you explore your life's journey, and an interesting one it is indeed. Uh, Born in Taiwan,
Yes.
grew up there, and then the premise of the book is at 27 years old, good news, you have an inheritance.
Yes.
Pretty good. Sit back, kick your shoes off. It's done. But wasn't exactly the kind of inheritance that people would expect, was it?
And people, of course, people would love to expect that they could get something from the parents, a
Yes.
house, a car, some savings. And of course, people do that. I was hoping for that too.
Yeah, you say, "Okay, let me open the envelope."
Yes, but it didn't come out that way. So it when I moved back to Taiwan from my school here in New York.
Uh-huh. Where'd you go to school here?
I went to Pace
Pace, yeah.
University, yeah, at the great schools.
Mhm.
Uh, so my father was doing business and it didn't go well.
What kind of business was your dad in?
Oh, he was doing the electric vehicles,
Uh-huh.
electric scooters.
Oh, okay.
So in Taiwan, there are a lot of scooters. Um, every two persons is one scooter in Taiwan. So it's
Mhm.
air polluting. So my father was actually quite, you know, advanced of the time
Yes.
because it was like 30 years ago before Elon Musk,
Mhm.
before Tesla and everything. And the problem is it was too early. Yes. So
And that is a problem when you're too early.
yes. So it didn't work. And there was the time we realized, well, we have so much debts with the and in Taiwan, especially as a oldest son to the family, the banks they always like to put the oldest son as hostage. So they put up all the lands, the buildings as a collaterals, but they also collateralize your oldest son's future. So that is what happened. So they think if your son's future is on the line, you will do everything you can to repay.
So at 27,
Yeah.
you inherit the family's position, which turns out to be quite a bit of debt.
Yes.
And, you'd already received your education. You got your BS in Aerospace Engineering.
Yes.
When did you go on to get your, master's and your PhD?
Right after the the BS aerospace engineering, I moved to New York
Uh-huh.
to Pace University and studied the finance,
Okay.
investment management. And then after that, I moved back to Taiwan and started working for the investment bank. I was doing the IPOs, M&As,
Uh-huh.
and uh, and after all this failed, I started working in Hong Kong, and there was a time I realized there was a lot of opportunities in China because China at that time was trying to, build up their economy.
Mhm.
So,
What
I,
what years would these be?
okay, I was in New York, 1997 to 99.
Uh-huh.
Moved back to Taiwan, 99. And the company, I inherited the debts. It's somewhere around 2001, 2002.
Mhm.
Started working for a Hong Kong company in 2003,
Yep.
and then I started build up my own company. The first one in 2005,
What kind of company was that?
advisory. So at the beginning, I was working as a hedge fund
Yep.
for hedge funds because I was good at that, and but when I realized at that time I realized I had to do something for myself. I didn't have capital, didn't have the resources. The best the best thing I have is my mind,
Yeah.
my brain. So I started to advise people.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Had
but
had you already achieved your PhD at that time?
I started. There was the time 2005. There was a year I was doing quite a few projects in China.
Uh-huh.
So I signed up for. I passed the test and joined the
Mm.
program in 2005. I got my degree in 2010.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And, was it easy for a Taiwanese to work in China? Was that, restricted at that time? Ho and is Hong Kong different than mainland China?
very different. Honestly, most of Chinese people they consider people in Hong Kong are foreigners, even they speak the same language,
Yes.
same Mandarin. So during my time, I was doing advisory for companies. The Chinese companies come to do IPO in Hong Kong, for example. I have to translate from Chinese to Chinese because they use the Tova speak different
Yes.
terms, different words. Yeah.
Not just Mandarin and Cantonese, but
Yes.
sub
Mandarin to Mandarin.
Mandarin to Mandarin.
Yeah, I have to translate
Yes.
because they don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
it was a very interesting time. But for Taiwanese, we have some advantage. We say
Mhm.
we speak almost the same language
Y
as Chinese people,
yes.
but we, especially me, I was educated in the U.S.
Yes.
So my mindset and understanding everything is more close to the people in Hong Kong.
Because they've been colonial.
Yes,
Mhm. So they had that Western, influence.
yes.
So, you started out, with your own business then in Hong Kong. How did that go?
It was good. Well, at least we survived the
Uh-huh.
darkest time, and and we started to meet more people and obtain more opportunities. In 2011, I started to build up my own funds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So my first fund, it's called Hyperion. It's also written in a book. In 2011, I was doing the private equity investments in Italy.
So you raised money, from the public, to invest in your funds,
Yeah.
and those funds were the purpose was to do private equity investing.
The first one, yes, but it's not from the public. Right from the beginning, I always only deal with the institution.
Institutions, okay.
Yes,
And, so you used your background in investment banking and your hedge fund world to learn about business in general. You have good, solid education in economics, and you have it in, your master's in finance. Aerospace engineering gave you the rigor and understanding complex things. So here you are ready to show the world that you're gonna put all of these skills, all of this experience to work and invest their money. How did
yes.
Hyperion go?
Hyperion was doing okay. Was doing okay. It's not a triumph. It
Uh,
was not a triumph. But it was doing okay. But we learned quite a lot during those days, and then that is also the reason why we made it really work on my second fund. Is the Siegfried.
yes.
Siegfried.
Where did you come up with the name Hyperion? Where did you come up with the name Siegfried?
Okay, I am a big fan of the the Western history and mythologies.
Uh-huh.
So I was doing the renewable energy with Hyperion
Yes.
in Italy, and I was thinking, oh, Apollo is taken, Helios was taken. Then I went for Hyperion because Hyperion is one of the titans,
Yes.
and the Hyperion is the father of Helios.
Mhm.
So, so I have a company that's the father of the sun, the god of sun.
Mhm.
So there was that. It's from Greek.
Yeah.
Siegfried is different. So at that time, I was doing the different names, and Siegfried is from. I'm a big lover of the classical music, and one of my favorite composer is Richard Wagner.
Mhm.
So he composed a series of operas. It's called the Ring of Nibelungen.
Mhm.
The four big sets,
Yep.
and the main character is Siegfried. You have Siegfried, you have the Valkyrie and all the different gods, goddesses,
Mhm.
and Siegfried is a good name for me because Siegfried means victory.
Yes.
And Siegfried is a person, a hero. He's not a god. He's
Mm.
a hero. He protect the people from the dragon. He slay the dragon. And in my portfolio, inflation, the market condition, the inflation is the dragon. So the Siegfried is to slay the dragon.
Now, you're a young man and, you decide to come to New York. Uh, did you already speak the language? Is that one of the benefits of growing up in Taiwan?
In Taiwan, s- senior high school people that speak some level of English. Not perfect, but some level. And and then I studied in Wichita, Kansas for aerospace engineering. And the reason why I chose Wichita, Kansas, it's literally out, middle of nowhere, especially from Taiwan. Nobody ever heard about it, because I only had two criteria to choose the place I want to go. One, I wanted to see a place that snows,
Uh-huh.
because in Taiwan there's no snow.
Yeah.
I want to go to some place cold. And two, I wanted to go to a place that nobody speaks Chinese
To force you to learn the
to
language.
learn the language.
Mhm.
Of course, when I went there, I
You
realized,
met Chinese people right away.
yes, it turned out Wichita is a very international place,
Yeah,
but still, I learned my language there.
yeah.
Yeah,
And, why aerospace engineering?
I'm always a big fan of space,
Mhm.
space,
So you must be in
airplanes.
your glory these days.
It was my best time ever.
Yeah,
Wichita time is probably my longest chapter in the book, because I spent so much. And it's my greatest time. It was my tipping point of my life.
uh-huh,
Before that, it was only darkness.
yes.
But after that, I started to regain my confidence and everything.
So tell me, SpaceX has recently gone public.
Yeah.
You have Blue Origin out there. Why is there such an interest, not across the board, but why, among people who seem to have a different point of view, a more global, historic point of view, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, unbelievably accomplished, but what's the fascination, what's the interest, and what's the investment theory in space?
It's the final frontier, right? So
Maybe not.
for me, I have always been fascinated by the things out there. I even had this thought since I was in elementary. So it was only nature. I studied the space, aerospace, design airplane, design rocket engines. Before I studied engineering, I wanted to become an astronomer,
Uh-huh.
to study physics and everything. But I realized I couldn't fit myself studied that. But they are things out there that worth. Well, the resource in on the earth is still focused on earth, but I think people can spare some resource to explore
Yeah.
something out there. You have the different life forms. You have different uh, resource. The people are talking about space mining already.
Yes.
Yes, and there are some elements. For example, on the surface of the moon, they have elements that
For me, it's only the last year or 2
yes,
that I've begun to have some appreciation of what's so interesting for these visionary people. Uh, I'm thinking, "Okay, space, what's the big deal?" But when you start to think about, when you hear Elon talk about harnessing the greatest energy source we've ever imagined, the
yes,
sun,
yes,
and how little energy we use from it today,
yes,
then you wait, this could be interesting, and satellites can be positioned to always be in direct sunlight. Well,
yes,
that's interesting. So they can convert that sunlight into electricity.
yes.
That's interesting. Uh, Certainly, we've seen from Starlink point of view, that Starlink on its own could become one of the most valuable companies in the
It is.
world.
It is.
Uh,
Yeah.
who didn't fully appreciate what that could become. And then when they talk about now compute in space,
Yes.
well, now that's getting even more interesting.
Yes.
And when you have reusable rocket ships and your cost per kilogram
Yeah.
of weight moved into the orbit, it's all starting to make sense, but Elon saw it a long time ago. You saw it a long time ago, and it's me, a very pedestrian kinda guy, just beginning to say, "Oh, now I understand why they're so interested."
Yes.
And as you bring up mining, but there's also mining to be done here on Earth, is it 66% of the world's surface is covered by oceans.
Yes.
If we have all those minerals on land, what's beneath the ocean?
Another big subject. Yeah. But from physics kind of view, sometimes deep ocean is even harder than space.
Mhm.
It's because of the water pressure
Yes.
is great. Yeah. So, but still, this is something we still have to work on. The technology is improving day by day, and one day we're gonna be able to access that.
From gratitude to comfort, new beginnings to birthdays, celebrate life's moments with something special. Find the perfect gift at Harry and David. We make it easy to be thoughtful.
I've read that you've been very focused on supply chain as your primary investment area. How did that evolve, and what does that mean today?
Okay, since very early, maybe 10 years ago, I started to look into if I want to do something, make investments, I want to run the business, I want to not just do this, but at the same time, I want to help make impacts.
Yes.
So I do impact investments. I do business, and I look up all the fields and supply chain is one of the items listed on the impact investments.
Mhm.
So you are helping, especially our business model is very unique, very niche. Not many people can do this. That is also a reason why a lot of institutions they try to work with us
Uh-huh.
on that point. So
Because 'cause you're the subject matter expert.
yes, it's,
And when you invest, growing up in Asia, educated, here in the US, travel the world, so I'm guessing that your investment thesis isn't restricted to borders,
no,
that
not at all.
you see supply chain
Yeah,
as a global issue,
of course.
and you pick your spots where you think you have a unique proposition, and you think it could also have a beneficial climate impact.
That is exact.
So give us an example of something you're excited about, that you're financing now.
Uh, so for our investment strategy, it's unlike some different other people do. We we will give you a very simple example. So a big company from US like Target, they had to put things on their shelf
Yes.
to sell. So they come to China to purchase because China they make good small things cheap,
Yep.
and people buy from there. But those people they make the goods.
China is basically, it seems to me, uh, a manufacturing
It is,
complex.
yes, it is. So the vendors in China they're compared to Target they are very small, very small.
Mhm.
But then they get to sell things to Target or Walmart. But Target doesn't want to pay them right now or before. They want to pay you in 180 days.
Is it that long?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, or even more.
Mm.
So 180 days. Then the small sellers they don't want to wait out for 180 days to get paid.
They can't
So
afford to.
they cannot afford to. They want to get the money now and reinvest and make more business.
Yes.
So
Buy more raw
yeah,
materials, manufacture more goods.
exactly. These are the SME, small medium
Uh-huh.
enterprise, and they they sell the invoice to us, the receivables to us,
Yes.
and we can seek,
Yeah.
and we wait to get paid from Target. So our risk is very low,
Yeah.
but also at the same time, we helped the SMEs.
How do you help them?
We give them the cash.
Okay. So
They
it's
they have the cash, they can make a new business, they can expand the business,
yeah.
and they can produce more goods.
Yes.
And that is in a way to help the earth.
Be more efficient.
Yes.
And, so your business is doing well.
Yes.
You're
We do.
growing.
Yes.
What, what gets you excited about business today?
Well, we have a very smaller team, the only thing keep in my mind is not really to expand the business. We are already in the quite comfortable position. Today we're managing around $3.3
Wow.
billion, and almost all are from institutional
Yep.
capital. So right now, every day I can think of is not really developing the business to get more capital to
Yep.
flow in. Every day I do is to make
You already have the platform,
the
so the
platform.
more capital you can acquire, your costs aren't gonna go up, but your effectiveness and your returns can go up.
Uh, that can be, but right now every day everything I think is to make it work and make no mistake,
Mhm.
and to make it more efficient and to make it more accurate, less human errors.
Mhm.
So I invest time, money to systems. To we embrace AI for the workflow and to training, to hire more people, just to make sure we can stay this way for a long time. Yeah.
You mentioned that your company, Siegfried Capital, is embracing AI. Has that been for a while, or are you new to that?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah. We just made
The engineer in you had that on your radar screen early.
yes, yes,
And, my point of view on AI is evolving, as I guess a lot of people. But, I've been concerned about, the disruption that's coming and how it's going to impact entry-level people. That's dissipating some, because I'm starting to see and hear from people who are knowledgeable, and I'll count you in that group, telling me that AI is really, you should think of it as a productivity tool, and productivity is good for everybody. I still think there's gonna be some disruption, and I encourage every young person I know to learn how to use AI. Uh, we won't be talking about it 5 years from now, because it'll just be such a part of everything we do. But and as we were talking about, it seems to me that, uh, computing power, and the energy we need for it is something we're not likely to be talking about 7, 8, 9 years from now. It's just gonna become commonplace
yes,
that you buy compute and there's abundant electricity if these really smart people can, in fact, harness the power of the sun and our other
yes,
energy-producing resources. Is that how you feel?
yes. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Except they are another energy source I've been having my eyes on. It's the nuclear fusion
Uh-huh.
power systems. So the this is I've been looking at for quite a while,
Mhm.
and I
You
hope.
is any companies you follow getting close?
Yes. Actually, I invested in one, personally
Yeah.
invested in one. We're going to visit in Boston. It's called the CFS.
CFS?
Yeah, Commonwealth Fusion System. Yeah, so it's coming online next year.
Wow.
Yes. So
So they'll be creating electricity through fusion.
yes. So but this is like this is what we call a spark.
Yep.
It's like a pilot version. The commercialized version will be hopefully will be on globally by 2030. So it's not far.
Wow.
It's not far.
Hmm. I know there's a couple of companies in, the state of Washington,
Yeah.
that, are say they're very close to commercialization of
Yes.
fusion energy, and I hope they're right
Yes. I hope so too. Yeah.
because
This
it
clean energy.
it's clean energy and it's inexpensive
Yes.
to produce, so abundant energy would just pour fuel on that fire of productivity,
That's it.
and, as we've seen in China, over these, last, 50 years, productivity is good for everybody.
Yes.
It drives GDP, and GDP growth is good. Speaking of GDP, and speaking to a well-known economist, investor in you, uh, Dr. Silver Kung, I have to ask you about government debt. I'll be Debbie Downer here. Should we be losing sleep over the fact that politicians around the world have come to the conclusion that there's no real electoral blowback to running deficits, and deficits are getting higher and higher. Should we be worried, Dr. Kung?
We should be worried. Yeah, we should be worried. This should really depend on the the balance sheet at in the government
Yeah.
level. And at the beginning, I had different thought during my 20s to 30s. Then I was still in New York. Um, I I thought, okay, at their time, I thought if we can capitalize the debts, then it is capital. It's not a liability.
Yes.
It's an asset, and we can use the assets.
Okay. How do you capitalize the debt?
If you don't repay them, it's capital. How do you don't repay them? There are two ways to do that. You can issue a perpetual bond.
Uh-huh.
Perpetual bond meaning it's never expire.
Yes.
You only pay interest.
Interest, yeah.
Yes. Or the second way is exactly what U.S. government did, is that they issue new bond to repay the old bond.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But someday does the music stop?
yes. At that time, it was okay. 20 years ago, it was okay to do that.
Yes.
But now, it's getting out of control.
What gets you excited about the adoption of AI? Let's go back to that. It seems to me, just in conversations I had over the weekend, reading I do, that we're on the verge of amazing things happening because AI, if nothing else, is a giant source of computing power that you engineers dream of. But now when you have that great computing power, your study of science and medicine can go much quicker. What do you have on your list of things that you think AI will have a very positive influence on?
It's AI definitely will advance, but like you say, it's basically a productivity tool. Humans still have to give the initiative and to give the. There are things they cannot replicate.
Yeah.
I have built up my own army of agents doing different things for me on a daily basis, and I know exactly what they think, what they will do, and they are still ships. They're just doing the reputable work for you.
Except they can't find luggage.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, but even so, today the people are talking about agentic AI is very important, but not everyone can set it up.
Yep.
It's still difficult. I can do that because I have engineer mind, and but think about it. In 1980s, it was also my time. I was building my own computer. Then I had to go to the market to buy a disk,
components?
buy all the components and assemble by myself.
Uh-huh.
It's for me. It's almost the same right now.
Yeah.
So right now we're doing assembly,
Mhm.
but sooner or later there'll be someone like Dell, like Compaq,
Yes.
like Digital or IBM.
Mhm.
They say, you know what? You don't have to do that anymore. I'll give you a box.
Yes.
It will come soon, very
Yep.
soon. So AI, sooner or later, people will give you just a box. You don't have to set it up.
Mhm.
And you just use it as a tool, as productivities.
Over these 30 years that you've been in business, what's changed the most?
Every day changes.
Yeah.
And even faster than before.
So the change is quickening.
Yes, I think the only constant is change.
Mhm.
But what really surprised me was it. I knew the change is coming. I knew, but it's way much faster than I thought.
Mhm.
So I remember I was building up my army of agents. Then I was doing this way, and 2 weeks later, it's obsolete.
Is that right?
Just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I learned so much about that. This 2 weeks now is totally useless. I have to adapt a totally new approach.
Yeah. And what's been the hardest business decision you've had to make?
Let's go back to my name, Silver. Silver is a it's a reflection of my personality of being very conservative person. I like to be hidden. I don't like to be seen. I was very nervous about the podcast and the interviews. People will
Built around the publishing of Silver Linings, your book that just published today
yes
by Worth Books.
Thank you. This is the one thing. But being this kind of personality that I always plan ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So I always know what my options are.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think I really had life and death one way or the other with this situation.
The constant in your life is the importance of family.
Yeah, always.
Tell me about your family and how they've helped you to be able to be out there fighting the dragons.
Yeah. Okay. So my family office name is called the DCIS Capital.
Mm-hmm.
So DCIS is the first letter of my family's name.
Uh-huh.
So Dorias, D is my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Celine, C, Irene, my second daughter. So the two daughters. So ever since they were very young, at that time we were not great, but we were trying to build up what we are doing today, and we share everything. At that time, we put them in the school, international school in Taiwan, American school, and I told my two daughters in their elementaries, I say, you have to be prepared. You have to embrace yourself. I can pay your tuition this semester, but I cannot guarantee I can, be able to pay you next semester.
Now, how old were they when
They
you
were
sat them down for this conversation?
7 and 8 and 9.
Yeah.
7 and 9.
All right, guys, enjoy your school year. I got you through this year. Next year's not guaranteed.
Yes. So they understood our situation all the way.
Yeah.
All along. So
How old are the girls now?
19 and 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did they grow up the way you want?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very proud of them. Yeah.
Mm.
So yes, they are my lights.
Yeah.
They're my reasons to work so hard.
Mm.
So I travel a lot, especially during those days.
Do they get to travel with you from time to time?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
But during school time, of course not.
Yeah.
But no matter where I am, I always come back home on Friday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to fly back from Europe just to be there on Friday for dinner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it become a habit. It become a ritual.
Yeah.
For the family.
A touchstone of sorts.
Yes. Yes.
So it might be tough, but Dad's going to be here on Friday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How do you think your profession's going to be different 10 years from now when your daughters are looking at what do they want to do career-wise? How do you think things will change? What are you telling them now to be prepared for?
The conversation we had just 2 days ago, I said investment, finance, they are the language. They are not a profession. They are not a skill.
Yeah.
They are a profession. They are a language. It's like English. Now you speak language.
Mm-hmm.
You speak English. You speak finance. So it's just make it part of yourself. You don't have to do this. They're not. They are young. They are in first year, second year in college. In NYU, you can do anything you want. Figure it out. It's your life. But I still put them to study, to understand, to be literable, to be efficient
Uh-huh.
on investments, so that they know how this world works. And for me, 10 years from now, I'll be still doing the company,
Yeah.
but it will evolve. Siegfried will evolve.
Mm-hmm.
My investment portfolio will evolve, but with different tools, with different views or aspects. But I'll still be doing this with a different, way of doing that.
Yep. And for a young person, you mentioned what your advice you give to your daughters. I think that's an interesting lesson to think of finance not just as a set of tools, but as a language.
Yes.
And so your daughter brings a few friends over from NYU for dinner, and they say to you, Dr. Kung, what advice do you have in terms of picking a career, things I should be learning in school now to prepare myself for this faster changing world out there? What advice are you giving to your daughter's friends?
You'll be surprised. So the first advice I gave to my daughters and also extended to their friends. It actually happened. So I gave them a book to read. It's written by the Charlie Munger, the poor Charlie.
Mhm.
um, it's written almost like decades
Yes.
ago, and a very old way of thinking things. But I think those still apply.
Mhm.
Those ideas, those concepts still apply.
Yeah.
And I say, before you do anything, you have to learn this.
Mhm.
You have to understand. So the world is changing so fast that every day you have something new, but something doesn't change. That is how you see things. Are you diversified enough? Do you have enough different sets of different views or from different angles on what you're doing?
Mhm.
And how do you incorporate? How do you consolidate? So in the future, I don't think you should be, expert or you only know something and you dive in very, very deep. Uh, I think you should learn how to handle different things and how to put them together.
Learn to learn.
Yes,
Yeah, I think what I hear from that is you may think you'll be done with school in a few years, but you're just beginning to learn.
absolutely,
Mhm. Yeah, school should be where you get the tools to learn.
absolutely.
Mhm. Uh, what what dreams do you still have that haven't been realized?
Except traveling the world, I still want to travel the world.
You still enjoy travel?
I still travel a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now I only cover like 22% of the surface
Uh-huh.
of Earth, so there's still 78% to go.
Uh-huh. Not counting the oceans.
No, not in the oceans. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I want to do more goods. I want to pass on the knowledge, the experience. I want to make impacts.
Mhm.
So you see, we people say we already made it,
Mhm.
our life, but our way of living never changed.
Yes.
It's exactly the same 20 years ago.
Mhm.
We don't buy expensive cars, watches. As a matter of fact, the most expensive watch I have ever bought for myself is this one, Garmin. So what we want to do is that we want to use the resource we have today
Mhm.
and to make some impacts. So this is always in my mind.
So your dream is, how can I continue to grow my business? How do I continue to provide for and to educate my family? And how do I do good as I go along the way?
Yes.
And then, finally, relationships seem to me to be very important to you.
Yes.
The 11 people in Siegfried Capital,
Yes.
your family, the professionals you deal with, your investors, all those are built on relationships, I assume. With the amount of travel that you do, being in so many different geographies, how do you maintain, friendships?
One word, sincerity. So ever since I was in school and all these years, I have some friends that I haven't seen them for 3 years, 5 years, and whenever we meet up, actually just 2 months ago, I met my friends that I haven't seen them for 30 years, but when we met, we were not strangers. We don't feel strange
Yeah.
because we feel close, right? Click right away.
Are these friends from school
From
or from
schools.
growing up?
Yeah, from schools. So this is how the way how I treat people, how I treat my friends.
Uh-huh,
When I have you in front of me, I give you all my heart,
uh-huh,
all myself. I don't hide anything. I don't do anything strange, tricky. And you remember me this way.
uh-huh.
So this is how I handle relationships. All my relationships, I always say that I'm a very transparent person.
Mhm.
I only have one face.
Yeah, and one shirt.
Yeah.
Dr. Silva Kong, pleasure to spend time with you today, get to know you, hear your story. I suspect, we'll be following your next journey. We can't wait for the next book, but Silver Linings is one we'll enjoy, for a long time to come. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.